In this video, I'll be showing you the items I will be packing for my trip to Havasupai. Keep in mind that I'm a first-time camper, and this is actually my first time going to Havasupai as well. So first off, we have trekking poles. These are not the most expensive. They actually are lower end to mid-range. There's better ones out there where they're collapsible, but they'll do the trick for me. Okay, you might be correct to say that I might be overpacking. I am bringing 3 pairs of footwear. First off are sandals, for in case I'm crossing a river or in a situation where I don't want to be getting my shoes wet. And my hiking shoes that would be worn 80 to 90% of the time. Lastly, my running shoes for other situations. I will be bringing 9 packages of food, and that's a little bit on the high side. But I figure since I'm hiking 20 plus miles that I could use all the carbs and protein that I can get. Other options for other campers might include just switching out some of these freeze-dried food for smaller packages of oatmeal and maybe nuts or trail mix and other smaller items instead. Next, I have some microfiber towels. These are good for all-purpose use, drying the body, drying the face. These actually come packed into a really small package, but I took them out of the package. I have some cotton t-shirts, some dry fit tanks and shorts, and dry fit boxers briefs, and lastly dry fit socks. Next I have the tent right here. I got the REI Camp Dome 2, good for 2 people, but I'll be using it for just myself. It's not gonna be the most elegant solution for a tent, but it was cost effective and that's why I got it, and get enough for this trip as well. Next is a sleeping bag. Not great for extremely cold weather, but temperature should be pretty mild. I read low 70s to low 80s, and at night no lower than low 50s, which should be fine for this sleeping bag. Next up is the Freelance sleeping pad. This is actually a self-inflating sleeping pad that is very cost effective and not as expensive as some of the costlier ones out there. It's not a bad solution, but initially I had to use some of my own breath to get it to its desired inflation. This is just a tarp I got from Amazon. This will be used as a footprint for my tent, so it'll protect the bottom of my tent from getting damaged, so that way I can use the tent for future camping trips. I have some wet wipes here. I might be bringing too much, but hey, I'm a first time camper. 2 rolls of toilet paper. You probably can use 1 instead of 2, but I brought 2. A pocket shower. I got this from Amazon. It's less than $30. Something that you can fill with water, 10 liters of water that you can hang from a tree, and it uses gravity for water to come down. Next up is a platypus water container. This one packs nicely into a small space. Once you fill it up, it's very durable and can be used as drinking water or as water for other needs. Biodegradable soap, multi-purpose uses. I got my contact lens solution and my contact lens case and toothbrush, just the bare essentials. Finally, some sunscreen. You never know when you might need that when you're out there the whole time. Some trash bags for carrying your own waste out because there's no trash cans there. Next up are snacks. I have a bunch of them and I might be overpacking, but you never know if you might need extra for your friends or maybe for yourself to get over that last hill, to get over the last mile of a hike that's super hard. Here I have a bunch of nuts here, fruit leathers, gummy snacks here. These are all healthy. Kind bars, Cliff bars, gels, energy gels, blocks. Oh, and lastly some allergy medicine because spring allergies are kicking my ass right now. Next up we have a trowel. This is used for digging a hole into the ground in case you have to go. You never know when you gotta go. And so this is what's gonna come in handy, especially for a first-time camper like myself. I have a water container. This is my day pack right here for when I leave my campsite and go on to the different smaller hikes. I can put some of the snacks in here and maybe some other minor items in here. I'm gonna bring some cash and maybe a credit card. Got my ID right here as well. Next up we have a pots and pans setup from G4 Free. There's also a spoon and a fork in here, both foldable. We have gas from MSR, on which this E-Tech City stove goes on top. This is only a $10 product. That's a lot cheaper than a Jetboil. A Jetboil is about $100. However, this heats up water almost as fast as a jet boil. We have a selfie stick, Instagram purposes. It extends. 2 battery packs. Both of them are about 20,000 mAh. 2 might be excessive, but you never know. Once again, I'm overpacking there, and I shamelessly admit it. We have a headlight, powered by 3 AA batteries. So we have spare AA batteries here. We have a flashlight, very bright flashlight, with a battery inside, and an extra battery fully charged as well. We have a pocket knife, and we have a watch. I don't always want to be reaching for my phone while I'm hiking, so having a watch on my hand is an excellent resource, especially when you're out there in nature and not knowing what time it is. USB cable. Battery packs would be useless without USB cable. A charger. This is just for the car right there. From California to Arizona, gotta make sure my phone stays charged the entire time. This is a fast charge unit. Oh, and I almost forgot. I have a hat as well. That hat is definitely useful for staying free of sunburn. And everything, or most of these things, would be going into this Traverse 70 pack right here. I got this used on eBay for about $70. Way cheaper than the $250 MSRP. I have a couple items going into a meal, but I like to estimate that all these items here are about 35 to 40 pounds total. If I were to be efficient and smarter with my weight, I could probably cut out 30% of these items and get it to about 30 to 27 pounds. Thanks for watching, and happy camping.